I used to feel like motherhood was one very long list of things you're not supposed to do. No screens, no shortcuts, no easy nights. And if you broke one of those rules, it meant that you were failing somehow. But I realized I could stop wondering, is this allowed? And switch to a totally different question. And that is what led to something that we now do in our house called TV picnic night. And let me just say, if you have ever felt boxed in by all the rules of motherhood, what you should do, what you shouldn't do, what all the good moms supposedly never do, go ahead and just take my free quiz to take your first step of what might actually bring more peace into your home instead of all the pressure that I know you're feeling. Because honestly, there are so many, we'll say, rules about motherhood now. Food from scratch, no screens, outdoor play, educational activities. I mean, I could list so many, and if you try to follow all of them, motherhood becomes exhausting. But if you break one of them, you feel incredibly guilty. And so a lot of moms end up feeling like they have no good options. And because we love our families so, so much, and because we care about our child's development, and because we're so tired, we are asking ourselves, truly wondering, is this allowed? Is it allowed to use screens? Is it allowed to rest, to buy from the freezer section? But the real question is not, is it allowed? The real question is this bringing life into our home right now? So in terms of parenting, screens and I have a pretty complicated relationship. There is a lot of cultural pressure around screens. So I, like many moms and maybe many of you, truly believed that screens were bad for kids, that they would rot their brains, that good moms just don't use them, or that using screens make you lazy or maybe worldly. You guys, seriously, I demonized screens for years, and I have proof, okay? When my son was probably 4 or 5, he's 9 now, he filled out one of those Mother's Day things, I think at church, where they have all these prompts, and it's, what's something you love about your mom, right? Or what does your mom do for you? Well, there was a prompt for him that said, something my mom always says, and the teacher wrote, no to screens. Like my mom always says no to screens. I mean, I laughed because it was absolutely true. It was just always a no. It was always a no. We even had a couple of years in our home where we didn't even have a TV. Like we did not own a TV. I felt so strongly. And I promise this was not me trying to be controlling. It was me truly trying to be a good mom. But the problem with any rigid rule is that it can start making motherhood feel a little claustrophobic and draining. And so recently, I have felt this nudge that my family just needed more fun. Like we don't need more structure or productivity, like things are running pretty smoothly, but we need more joy together and happiness. And when these nudges come, for me, I feel very blessed to live in a world where we have endless ideas, right? And lucky me, I didn't even have to go into the digital rabbit hole of like trying to figure out what I wanted to do. I just so happened to be talking to my sister-in-law, some random conversation, and she brought up that they do a TV picnic movie night. And it just spoke to me, and I just thought, you know what? I think this is what we need. Like, I want to try this for a lot of reasons. I don't even need to share what those reasons are with you, but I had a lot of reasons to bring me to this conclusion. Like, yeah, I think this is what I want to try. And what I have realized in life, but certainly with this, when it comes to parenting ideas always will work better if they're used as a tool instead of as a rule. Screens can absolutely be a problem, but they can also be a very useful tool. They can be a tool for connection or for shared experiences or for learning or just something to give everyone a break. So the goal in our home isn't eliminating every imperfect thing. The goal is building a home that actually feels alive and sustainable. And right now, TV picnic night is just one of those things that's doing that. So I want to kind of explain the tradition in hopes that it might help you just kind of work through some of the drama that you might have around screens, or maybe it's routines or something else completely different, but something that's feeling really hard for you right now because you're boxing yourself in. So what it looks like is we put a blanket on the floor. I have a simple dinner that can be eaten on the picnic blanket. I wish it was a picnic blanket. It's just a regular blanket. And we just sit and we eat and we enjoy time together. We laugh, and it just is very carefree and casual. And the point isn't the screen. The point isn't what we're watching. The point is the kind of really sweet ritual that it's becoming, right? The togetherness and even the time looking forward to it, the memories that it's making. Everyone just relaxes. Everyone participates and enjoys. It's fun for all of us. And the guilt that I felt at the beginning, you better believe it. Like, of course, I dealt with some guilt. Like, that's going to come up no matter what, probably. We're going to have some feelings. And I let myself feel those feelings. I kind of was able to reason with that guilt of like, okay, is this clean guilt or is this dirty guilt? Is this really coming from God kind of showing me that I'm misaligning my behavior with my values? Or is this just kind of some drama, right? Kind of some guilt of like, oh, well, a good mom doesn't do that. And oh, you're being lazy and all of those other stories. It was definitely dirty guilt. And so it was really short-lived because I just realized, actually, no, like this is breathing life into our home right now. And it's not about, is it allowed, right? We get to decide that. We get to decide if it's allowed. And we don't need to look to anyone else to make those decisions for us. So just ask yourself, does this bring connection? Does this add joy? Does this help me or a particular person or just our family? And if it's yes, if the answer to any of those questions are yes, then you're allowed to keep it. And I will tell you that making that decision, evenings truly have felt easier. There is more laughter and more positivity, and the kids are looking forward to it, and I'm enjoying my weeks and everything. Like, it's such a big shift to change over from parenting coming from a place of fear that you're doing it wrong and moving over to parenting from a place of what really just works for your family for this season. If your motherhood has become one long list of rules that you're trying to follow, you can start with a quiz. The goal is to just figure out what works for you, what is serving you. And it's not about looking outside of yourself for those answers. It does not matter what she's doing. Don't mother like me. Don't mother like your neighbor or the lady on Instagram. And oh my gosh, well, this person, she has never used a screen and her kids are amazing. Like, that is wonderful. And truly, I know how deep those feelings can go. All of the beautiful thoughts that we think our children should experience and the childhood that we want to create for them, that is wonderful. And if you are in a season of survival right now, if things are feeling hard, see what rules you can start questioning to feel lighter, because I want that for you. So don't mother like me, just mother like you.